So here is the hammock tent from Nightcat, and you can see how that's packed up compared to my Wise Owl single hammock by itself. Now this one's going to have the bug netting, the ridge line, and the tarp, which is integrated, all in one. So that's one reason why it's packed bigger. Plus it's got some room. If this thing was a compression sack, I could probably get it a lot smaller than that. So I'm gonna open it up and lay it out, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here's what we got. At the top, you got the hammock itself with some nice looking straps on both ends, and it's got an integrated bug netting as part of the hammock. So the way I understand it, you flip it upside down to sit in it without the bug net, or you flip the other way and the bug net will be utilized. Comes with poles for the bug net that keep it away from your face and feet. Straps, instructions, there's the bag, and then some nice looking aluminum stakes and the paracord, or the what do you call that? I don't know, bungee cut type cord. So let me get this thing put up. Okay, here we go with the bug net raised with the poles that come with the tent, with the hammock I should say, and you can see it's got some nice spacious room. I put that other hammock in there to give it some weight, because when you first go to put these poles on, it wants to flip over. So having a quilt, sleeping bag, underquilt, something on the bottom will help that. So looking good so far. Also important, I guess, to note which side the zipper opens on before you set it up. So I was originally thinking it was facing the other way, but it was actually on the other side. I didn't really pay attention, so that's a good tip for me to know when I go to do this in real life camping. Now the tarp. Okay, I hope I got this right. So there's the complete contraption with the rain fly or tarp over the top. You can see it's got little button snaps to snap it around here. You tie this here, you attach this also to the nice straps. They're a good 10 feet long. There's the little Velcro closure with a zipper, and then 2 toggles to tie it once you roll it up. I got some tie downs to keep it level so it won't flip over when I'm not using it. And let's see this thing when I get in it. Little view with a side up, but before I put the bug net up. Next view I'll just be from the inside. All right, here's this bad boy from the inside. A lot of room for my overhead. One thing to note is the toggle came loose when I went to get in, so might have a little challenge keeping that outside flap open. But overall, nothing to complain about. Great little hammock. Only issue right now for me is that it's about 90, 100 degrees out where I'm at, and this thing gets warm when this is all closed up. So checking out the upside, chilling out, not bad. Thank you. Last minute thoughts. One, where the tarp attaches to the strap, you actually have these little ties that you're supposed to tie around here, and that will act as a little drip knot. So if water runs down here, it'll drip out right there instead of going in the hammock. So that is a cool thing. Not as great is where these straps connect. Not sure if you can see that, a little light shining through. I need a little water protection, a little sealant there, because it's actually kind of just one little flap that's sewed right to the tarp there, and the tarp's not very strong, I don't think. So that might need to be touched up. Outside of that, everything else looks pretty strong, even though I do not see triple stitching or anything like that. It looks like it might be double stitch, but I prefer triple stitching. However, for the price point of this thing, I think it's pretty fantastic. All in one hammock tent from Nightcat. Just a quick cut scene here in that the packing it back was much easier than putting it up. So it went back together really great, fit in the sack great. I like all the little extra touches. Instead of the material that's the same as the fabric for the bag for the stake holder and the pole holder, had little parachute cords instead of those little flappy fabric pieces. So I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but I appreciate that. And the poles are curved a little bit, but when you you fold them back down with the bungee cord. When you fold it back down, you kind of rattle them around in your hand a little bit, and they all shape up together, and then they fit in the bag really nice. So all in all, great pack up experience.